welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We're gonna do a reading. Alright. Bob is here. But yeah, this is a reading about the current energy. Divine unions should be starting to come into each other's energy. But unfortunately, there's been like a last minute karmic situation for a lot of people in the collective. Kind of like a lesson, a space of self-realization. So we're gonna just see what's up. I've already shuffled these cards and I pulled the top one already, and it is the masculine. So I stopped shuffling and we're gonna keep going. So there's a karmic energy that was parading as something they're not to harvest energy, and they are spying and watching and inspecting. Well, isn't that just cute? Oh, because they don't know who the fuck they are, okay? Facade beliefs. Guarded and vulnerable. Integration and union. This karmic energy is not divine. Yeah, sure, healing needs to happen, but it's not at this point in time. It is not the responsibility of, okay, so the feminine energy of, remember, energy is not anatomy. The feminine energy has awoken to their power and has been in their own divinity for a long time. At least a couple years, probably. It varies, but the feminine has been leading the charge on the divine union and has been supporting the masculine energy to come into divinity. But with that energy, the feminine energy is incredibly magnetic, especially for people who are broken. Okay? So, like I just said, there's been a last minute test, for lack of a better word, lesson of an energy that was parading as something they're not. And they've been siphoning energy from the feminine, okay? Pretending like this was the goal, okay? Marley, move your tail. And now that they are found out, there is insane clinging. If you know who this person is, block them. Block them. They are not healthy. They are pulling on the feminine energy. If you are the masculine doing this, stop. Work on yourself. Yeah, what you're doing is a control tactic. You are toxic. It's fucking gross and embarrassing. Stop it. Okay? Water signs may be present, or the element of water. Allow yourself to flow through this. Stop it. Fuck you. Go lay down. Anyway, okay. Yeah. I feel like for a lot of the feminines, they have confronted this energy recently, within the past few months, or maybe even days, because things just weren't adding up, right? Again, feminines have, if you're a divine feminine and you're in that Empress energy, you are unfuckwithable. Yeah, sure, you feel for people, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna throw yourself under the bus after fucking years of work. It's the masculine's responsibility to go through their own growth. And I feel like that's one of the things that gets really toxic about these energies, is like the dependency or the expectation of not, you know, kind of riding the coattails of someone else. That's not what this is about. What this journey is about is two people. I mean, if you're poly, sure, but whatever. We're talking about a balance between energies. A balance between energies cannot happen if one of the people has not done the work to balance out their own energy. And that's not something that someone else can do for you. That's why I have uploaded all of the things that I have. Because as someone, I'm a feminine, I'm a divine feminine. I've been in Empress energy for a while. But I have balanced my masculine too. I can be a fucking dude ski if I need to be. I have shared that. When I'm around men, generally, I put myself in masculine energy. No, I always put myself in masculine energy. Unless I'm accidentally making a mistake, which this isn't about me. But anyway, okay. Memories and nostalgia? Yeah, of course, because they've been fucking harnessing your energy. They miss their access. Block these motherfuckers. Block them. And if you're a divine masculine who may be working with a karmic feminine, that's the way. Okay, so this is the way you're going to be able to tell if this person is toxic or not, is if the energy is not aligning. If you are noticing yourself having symptoms of, stop it, Woodstock, lay down. If you're having symptoms of like things that are not usual to you, breakouts or dry skin or dry hair, or like some sort of beauty spell has been done. You know, I had a download not too long ago about how someone had done a binding spell on someone, and I shared how to get out of that. I'm feeling like this is the same situation. If you're dealing with a karmic energy, you're gonna know, because you're gonna be out of character in some sort of way, either physicality, mentally, emotionally, whatever it may be. And when a divine, when someone who has reached a divine level of existence within their own energy, meaning you have your chakras are aligned, you have an open channel to the realms, right? Meaning you have a balance between your light and dark. You've done that decolonizing, you've done that inner child healing, you've done that shadow work. This isn't something you can fake. Eventually you will be found out. And when you're found out and you don't take accountability for your actions, block immediately. Okay? Protect your energy. There's enough bullshit going on, and that's the thing, is like energy can be tricky. But again, you're gonna have, if you have that open channel to divine, you're gonna know, right? And sometimes it is fun to just kind of stick around and see, like, hey, are you gonna own up to this or what? Hey, whatever makes you feel good. We do have Pluto transformation coming out after memories and nostalgia. I'm gonna pull 3 more. We have Venus offer in reverse, meaning, yeah, block a motherfucker. Do not offer your energy to anyone, because if you're offering your energy to someone who you believe to be your counterpart, and their energy is open to others who are toxic or karmic, you're going to be feeling that. And that's what I mean about, you're going to have symptoms, like you're going to break out or whatever. All right. That's when you need to cut cords. Cutting cords is literally like cutting cords, right? People who try to do magic on people who are in a divine space are fucking foolish, because you don't know the army behind someone. If they're in the divine space and they have access to divinity, What are you doing? Folks have archangels behind them, not to mention sources themselves, passed on loved ones, passed on comrades, passed on love, like, what are you doing? You're playing with fire and you're gonna get burned, baby. Feminine coming out for the win. You need to lay down and stop fucking crying. Yeah, disharmony, conflict triggers. Oh. Well, that was fun. Okay. Unexpected storm. If you put a divine feminine in a space of disharmony, you will be reaping your karma. Again, you have no idea who is protecting that divine feminine or a divine masculine, but like I said, for collective wise, the feminines have been leading this charge. Mostly because of systemic things, right? Like the patriarch. We talk about this shit all the time. Anything else? There could be, so this unexpected storm that these karmics are going to be facing. So it's not just the masculine, but it is also the karmics that the masculine had open to them while they were trying to fuck around in this energy, whatever they were trying to do. And this is a collective thing. I just saw another reader talking about this, which is why I wanted to pull on it. So in this space, right, in this space of facade, right? Someone pretending to be something they're not, or someone, maybe it wasn't even them pretending, maybe it was just their inability to step into their own power, their ego, right? Because you have to do the work. You have to go through ego deaths. You have to do dark nights of the soul. You have to do your transformation work. This isn't something that you can just pretend you've done. Coming into a divine essence is not, that's not something that you can fake. Eventually, you will be found out. And for some people, like I said, some divine, I know for me specifically, I awaken masculine energies. I've been doing this for years. I've made a lot of people have ego deaths, including, well, I don't need to name drop. I've made a ton of people have ego deaths. If this relationship that you feel you're in, or if this is an imbalance, if the chemistry, if the sex energy is overwhelming, that's not divinity. That is 3D based energy, right? And again, as you embody divinity, you utilize life force energy in a different way than what this society deems as like sex, right? You can do tantric. You use it to balance your chakras. You use it to release fear. You use it to, and when you're doing that without someone, nobody can fuck with you. Like, are you serious? If you're trying to go at someone and like, oh God, I'm warning you, do not go after people who you know are not on your level. Do not take an opportunity and turn yourself into an opportunist. If you're unwilling to do the work that you need to do to get to a space of embodying your own divinity, I'm going to remind you, once you reach a certain level of consciousness, there's no going back. People can't pull you down from that. They cannot. You will be receiving your karma. That's a law. These are universal laws, friends. nurture and compassion yourself, for yourself, especially if this is something that you're experiencing. Because like I said, this feels like a final lesson. Yeah, hot attraction once again. But hot attraction in chemistry is not what this journey is about. The balancing of masculine and feminine energy is to come together to literally shift the entire energy of the planet in these times of evil. This isn't about sex. This isn't about, I mean, sex is a tool that these can use, right? And again, this isn't anatomy. I'm not talking about being heterosexual, but I am talking about being overly sexual. Overly sexualizing someone is not a divine energy. Okay. Change and courage on top. Winter rebirth. Again, if this is someone that you've experienced, if I'm talking to a collective of divine feminines, which most of my viewers are men, which, because I awaken men, that's what I do in the spiritual realm. Hi. If you are playing with a feminine's energy in a sexual way, like, yeah, sure, that's what karmic energy is. If you want to just have sex and, you know, blow your load, bust a nut, whatever, that's not a divine path. That's not divine essence. That's not embodying divinity. You guys remember American Pie when the dude wasn't having sex? And he was doing like that meditation practice or whatever. I'm not telling you need to be celibate, but I am telling you that the feminines who have been on this path are celibate, because we don't let anyone muddy our energy. And what do you think sex is? Unless you're having like transformative fucking union, like tantric, like let us connect ourselves, and like you can go watch the Let's Talk About Sex reading I did, or talk I did. If you are a man on my channel who is sex heavy, you need to work on yourself. Okay? You are a very low vibrating specimen on this planet, and you are part of the problem. Okay? Because when we think and center sex over everything else, especially sex that is not consensual, or you know, if you're just trying to bust your nut, just do that shit by yourself. If you're not letting your partner come, you're a loser. You need to find out where the clit is. You're dumb. She can fucking masturbate. That's the thing. Sex for women is not, like, penetration sex is not rewarding. It's honestly awful. Unless you tickle that bean. Oh man, I didn't know this was gonna go this way. But yeah, this is about a masculine collective who is obsessed with sex. Congratulations, you have a dick. Who cares? Looking at women like they are objects makes women want to throw up all over you. You're gross. We don't like that. Yeah, it's because you have no fucking self-worth. Your expectations for yourself are below your dickhead. You got nothing to offer anybody, so you want to stick your dick in everything. Fuck off. Yeah, you're sabotaging yourself. You can't see this. This says guilt and sabotage. Guilt has been coming up so fucking much for the past few weeks, and I'm like, what is this about? Now we know what this is about, don't we? You need to go through your dark night of the soul. You need to stick your dick somewhere that, I don't know. Stop watching these divine feminines. Leave them the fuck alone. You are not going to harvest energy from a divine feminine. The thing about it is when you reach an essence of divine, I'm getting pissed because you all just want to fucking play around with some shit you don't fucking understand. All right? You're fucking nasty. You're the epitome of what's wrong with this world, and you need to get a motherfucking life. You need to cleanse your energy. You need to stop being something you're not. And you need to fucking face your shadows instead of sticking your dick in someone. You're broken. You're fragmented. You're afraid of rejection. So what do? You walk around and you make yourself feel powerful by preying on women. Not even women, because if you're fucking around with karmics, they're just as bad. If you're divine feminine or masculine who is in your divinity, this message was not for you. This is for karmic toxic masculines. You cannot siphon energy from a divine feminine and not receive karma. I am warning you, if you are